afternoon, everyone. This is Kiran, Community Growth Officer at Fairgaze School Media. Today, I'm privileged to introduce Miss Richa Sharma, who is the principal of Ramjas International School, a school which has been able to maintain its position in the top schools of Delhi NCR region. Ma'am, thank you so much for having me here, and it's my privilege to be able to sit along with you today and discuss few amazing things about the school.
Welcome, Kiran, to our wonderful school at Archipel.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So now I would like to ask certain questions from ma'am about the whole ecosystem of the Ramjas school. And my first question would be like, how are you able to support the holistic development among the students of your school?
Kiran, I always call my school as a school that learns and evolves. And when I talk about a school that learns and evolves, that means I see the whole school as an ecosystem which looks forward to the growth and development of everyone in the school. So we practice collegiality, and in collegiality it's about learning for the student, learning for the teacher, learning for the management as well, and learning for the parents as well. So when I talk about holistic development in our school, we always focus on the 4 core areas. So it's about academics, it's also about co-curricular activities, it is also about social and emotional learning that's happening in our school.
Amazing.
So when I talk about these 4 areas, you will find that all these 4 areas are very well integrated in our school curriculum. And as I said, it's the school that learns. So the whole ecosystem is evolving and it is set on these 4 pillars.
Okay, so the integration of these different fields, this is how you are somehow claiming that you are bringing the complete or the holistic individuals in the society.
Right.
So that they can easily adjust with the society in the coming time when they become the part of workforce.
Right.
Emotionally.
We the children sitting in our classrooms today would be the future human resource that we would be training and sending to the society. So 2030, 35 and 40, these children will be the workforce of future.
Sure.
So we are trying to create a bridge for these children so that they would be able to achieve their goals in future as well. So the preparation is such, and that is why I said a school that learns. So the most important skill in the school is the skill to learn. And it's not about learning, it's about preparing them to learn, unlearn and relearn as well. And it is most important because change is always there, and you have to evolve as a person. So you can't stagnate. So if you have the skill to learn, unlearn and relearn, you will be able to sustain yourself in future.
Very well said, ma'am. I really resonate with this word unlearn. Because we learn so many things throughout our childhood, and it is not necessary that all of them are going to be there for us in the future. They're going to help us. No, we have to unlearn some of them at some point of time in life so that we can grow as an individual.
We have to relearn also new things.
Definitely.
And this is very important. And we train our children in such a manner. We make them learn in such a manner that this skill goes on with them for lifetime.
Sure. So, ma'am, this is about the holistic thing. Now, the second question I want to ask, these days parents are more concerned about the overall development of their students or the wide exposure, I would like to use the term. So how do you provide that wide exposure to the students?
So, see, the kind of exposure that we provide to our students is that we have a very well-defined, innovative curriculum that goes with the guidelines mentioned in our NEP 2020.
Okay.
The policy talks about integration of subjects. We have art integrated and project based learning that's happening here, which also shows that there is an experience that the child goes. So a lot of projects are beyond their textbooks. So let me pick up one of the examples. We generally encourage children to participate in Model United Nations.
Okay.
Now, MUN is one platform, a very strong program which integrates social studies. It also helps them to get and develop certain skills which are NEP based. So you are creative because you're finding solutions, you're to international problems, communication skills, presentation skills, and of course using your academics into discussing the various issues happening across the world. We have a very strong program of Dynamics. Dynamics is a club which is based on technology. Now here children would go for use of technology in music, use of technology in graphics, visual artists. We have children who are coders as well, where there are programmers. Now robotics is also introduced. Atal Tinkering Lab in our school also is in sync with Niti Aayog's School of Innovation Council program. So children are involved in various projects where they find innovative solutions to the problems that the society is facing. So Atal Tinkering Lab is one project that is being taken care. There is another set of program called Sustainable Development Program in our school, which is very well integrated in our school curriculum. Now this program talks about the environmental issues, making the whole school as a sustainable unit. So when we had the installation of solar panels in school, there was a proper case study prepared by the students that how much electricity we were consuming, the energy we were consuming, and once this is the load, if we have solar panels in our school, how would the load come down, how much electricity we are going to outsource to BACS with net metering, how much are we going to consume within the school, and how this energy conservation would be converted into money, because money saved is money earned, and that money earned in school will be used in another program. So you are understanding that the whole case study, the whole cycle of bringing science, sustainable development and commerce and maths integrated in one particular project. We are running currently 25 clubs in our school, which talks about integrating curricular and co-curricular activities together. So you have sports, you have pottery, you have art and craft, you have instrumental music that is being taught to students. We have theater in our school. Now theater is very important aspect, again integrating language, art and culture. Very true. Art again is not only integrated with subject, but we had a state level exhibition that was put up in IFAX Rafi Mark, wherein children had done a research on the tribal art form. So we had 3 tribal artists who came to school for a 3-day long workshop, teaching our children about Madhubani, Gond and Varli art form. And it took 2 years for our children to prepare a huge exhibition of around 300 artworks.
Ma'am, I could see the artwork there in the conference room.
Yes, these were the artworks. It mesmerized
me actually.
Yes, and these artworks were the best of ones that you have seen. And we have displayed this exhibition for almost a week and open for public as well. And the guest who had actually come and seen these huge panels, in fact there were another 5 to 6 feet long panels that were made, drawn by the students. I
have seen that also has been there, and it is the shocking thing for me was the students from 6, 7, 8 only.
See the kind of potential children have, and this is how we are building and training children in different fields. When we talk about sports, RBCL is Ramjas Basketball Champions League. It's an oldest basketball league, largest in India for school students, recognized by Kevin Durant from NBA. He specially came to India because he was so fascinated by the work the school is doing in the field of basketball, promoting the sport, and we are training children as well in the morning, and the special coaching is being given to children. So what's happening, that we have different fields. We have sports, we have music, we have art, we have culture, we have science, we have computers, language. Now coming up, there is a whole ecosystem that's being created. Now we need collaborations. So what we do is, there are a lot of collaborations that are being done within the school. So the first collaboration became with a student exchange and teacher exchange program with a school in UK called Droitwich High Spa School. We have completed 20 years of our collaboration with that school, and we are the only school in India who's continued without any funding or sponsorship from government side. Within the school, we continued this relationship for 20 years. So every year we have student or teachers coming from both the schools to visit both the countries, and we work on project. So the project was like, they came and they studied on Yamuna as a river, and how river Yamuna in Delhi is an ecosystem in itself. And we did a study on Thames. Now both the rivers are struggling because of pollution, because how the growth is there. They picked up Indian dramatists, so they picked up Kalidas, and we picked up Shakespeare.
Okay.
So they came here and they learned 50 Hindi words. So we made a special Hindi booklet
for them.
And when we went, of course, English here, because it's an English medium school, it's a second language for children. But we made a presentation there. So we pick projects every year. Now this is one collaboration. The second collaboration is with the Taiwanese school here. Now Taiwan is very famous for semiconductors. It's known for it. Now exchange of students, of course. So there is one Mandarin teacher who's coming and teaching Mandarin to our students once in a week. So we are learning their language. Similarly, they came here. Now we have entered almost 7 years of our collaboration with them. Now they have offered that any student who would like to go for a higher education from our school, would like to study BTech or work on semiconductors. So we would be, showing a path to our students that the opportunity is available for you to grow. We had internships for our students from class 9 to class 12. Now these internships are directly with the industry, wherein we give them an exposure of what the world is all about. IIT Chennai, Madras did a data science certification course for our students of class 11th. And there was a group of science students who attended that certification course. So see, the children, when they move out of school, they're not moving out with a CBSE certificate or a mark sheet. They are well equipped. They are moving out with experiences. They're moving out with other certifications that we get them. So these collaboration with Niti Aayog, collaboration with SIC, collaboration with Ministry of Art and Culture when we are promoting these exhibitions, the association with British Council. We are working on the project of International School Awards. British Council has conferred upon us the award for us working on international curriculum. Okay. Now the curriculum itself is not the other boards I'm talking about. We are a CBSE school. But the programs that we are doing brings us at par with an international school.
So somehow you are supporting the cultural exchange also among the students.
Absolutely. So it's not cultural exchange with two schools. I have a program with the University of Melbourne, schools in Melbourne for primary wing. There's another program with the schools in Queensland in Australia, which is taken care by students of grade 6, 7th and 8th. There's another program which is taken care by social science department, where online children across the world are discussing various issues. So these programs are strong and integral part of our curriculum, and that's how, as I said, every department is evolving on its own and preparing our children for the best of the world.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am. You have given yourself so many, things to me to think of, like the way you are helping students to become the part of ecosystem. And then it's not only, somehow limited to India. You are taking them far ahead.
It's said that world is a stage, and I believe world is a stage and a book as well. And every place, corner or time has something for us to learn. So we, as I said, it's about learning and evolving. I am also learning and growing with children, and teachers and faculty and parents are also growing, because they are partners in learning.
So kind of learning ecosystem for all the stakeholders. Absolutely. Parents, children, teachers, management.
Everyone is evolving.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving me all the information, and I would love to look forward for the further things.
Thank you so much.